One eternity later.
What's good, family? Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy I'm here because you know it's 2022 and this year is all about coming out of your comfort zone and do things that you wouldn't normally do because you were afraid to fail. So this is my way to come out of my comfort zone. And so yeah, welcome to my channel. We're basically gonna be talking about my work, so I'm gonna give you a glimpse of what I do for my clients and how do I develop my graphic design project, my branding project, my marketing strategy, etc, etc. And then we're going to talk about my obsession. And if you're a close friend of mine, you probably know already what I'm talking about, what I'm about to say. And yes, it is Web3. I'm going to talk about crypto, blockchain, NFTs, and all the things Web3 and all the things digital. So if this is your jam, please do subscribe. I'm pretty new over here, you understood that, and I would love to, you know, keep in touch and hear from you what kind of topic should I do. So for this first video, I decided to, you know, start slow, just create a really simple design, which is the featured image from my first article in my new blog. If you want to read the blog, it's in my website, link in bio, go and check it out. One every week, different subject, go and check it out. And without further ado, let's get to the video. You know, because I hate intros and I usually, you know, move over, but don't do it with my video, stay until the end. First thing first, I need to open my file. So for this one specifically, I decided to go for a web large, which is, you know, it's not that big. It's something that I'm gonna put on my website, so I don't want like a super high resolution heavy image. I want something that it's easier for my website to read, and it's not too heavy, so my website won't be that heavy. Now, first thing, it's layers. Guys, if you don't use layers, start now. You need layers in your life. I know that at the beginning is a little hard, but it gets easier, and it just makes your life so much easier. It's incredible. Do use layers. First thing first, I have my background layer, my artboard. I'm gonna create another layer, and I know already that I want like a pink color like my website, but a little darker. So I'm gonna choose the color. I'm gonna go to these three dots here, and I'm going to fill up with the color. I'm gonna add my text. The text is pretty easy. It's just the title of the article, which is what is a brand.
Bruh.
Okay, and question mark. I don't want this to be in a single line. I want a brand to be underneath. Okay, we go to the thing. I think I want 80. Yeah, perfect. I want these to almost touch but don't touch. Okay, do you see what I mean? It's like a little line in the middle, but it's not that big. Okay. I'm gonna make it larger, and I want it right here. Now, I've already prepared this mockup. If you want to know anything about mockup, if you want a video about mockup, let me know in the comments, because they're very useful for your brand. They're really easy to find if you can't create your own, and there is free one out there that you can use for your brand. So yeah, let me know if you want a video about mockups, and I'll be happy to do it. I've already created a final layer where the image is one layer in one layer. So all the part, the image, my logo, and the laptop were in different layers before. You can see it here, but now in this layer that I've created, it's all together, and I can just Command C and Command V here to paste. Command C is the shortcut to copy an element. I'm gonna make it smaller in my design, and to do that I'm gonna press Shift and then use one of these corners to keep the size, the proportion the same. Otherwise it's gonna, if I don't press shift, it's gonna go all weird, and you know. So I press shift and I know that these are the right proportion. Make sure you leave the mouse before you leave shift, otherwise your design is gonna have a weird shape. You're gonna see what I mean once you play with Photoshop. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring the layer, the text layer, on top of my last layer, which is the device. Okay, this, what it means is basically your image is like a onion. Okay, there is layers on top of each other, and so like an onion, if you put one layer on top of the other one, that layer is gonna show before the other one shows. So whatever that part covers, you won't see the one underneath. Okay, so I want the device to be under the text. I want this effect where, you know, I don't want to say 3D, but you see what I mean, is on top of the laptop. Okay, and definitely want a little bigger because there's not gonna be much text. One thing I wanted to talk about is space, okay, because a lot of people think that they have to, like, you know, fill up the whole thing, etc, etc. No.
Stop it. Get some help.
Don't do that. Leave a space. Let your design breathe. Like negative space, white space, whatever you want to call it. It's so important in a design because it gives you that, you know, the perfection, the high hand, the I know exactly where I want to put my things, you know. Make sure you have enough space in your designs. Don't fill up the whole thing just because. Now the design is pretty much done. The only thing I want to add is my website. I'm gonna use this design in not only YouTube but also like Pinterest, Instagram, blah blah blah. And I like to put my website there just in case people see it and it's like, oh, okay, let me see what she's doing. Anyway, so I added my website. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna show you all the facades of me. Facade of me. Because you should never feel ashamed of yourself. You should always love the way you are and stop trying to change who you are. Like, joking is part of me, so that's why you're gonna get it. Anyway, so I've added my website. Now I want space between letters because I do love that look, I'm not gonna lie. And I wanna love it. Yes, give me some more, like 300. This is a lot. So this is your preference, you know. All of that stuff, people think, oh, there is a rule to be. At the end of the day, as long as it looks good, yes, there is rules in graphic design, and I'm gonna show you some in the future. But at the end of the day, if the design looks good, it looks good. I've seen many designs made from people that didn't know anything about design, but they did it and it was great. So don't pressure yourself to get the best out of your designs in the first tries. Give yourself time and keep practicing, because I promise you it gets so much better and you're gonna be like, what did I do that? Oh my god. But yeah, so give yourself time for sure. Okay, finally I'm trying to align these to the horizontal center exactly, but I still want to make it smaller. Perfect. So this is the design. As I said, these were really simple designs, so if you want to try and recreate it, let me see what you do, okay? Don't be afraid to experiment and let me know in the comments that you did it. So I'll see you weekly with a different topic, and thanks for being here. See you at the next one. Deuces! If you want a dope hoodie like this one, go and check it out on my website. Deuces!